Going to go on engage. He's been on Tahm Kench's duty a lot recently. Kind of weird to look at Ignar's stats and look at his most played on the season Tahm Kench, given his user identity as an engaged player. There is a Kingzone win Prey fan sign, as Prey will be jumping on the Ashe 2 games in a row.
Very straightforward, that one. Ashe comes in, Cannon gets banned. So maybe they're looking to play something a little bit tanky up in the top side. Take the Cannon away. Already this early on in the second phase.
Could also be the Ryze, I guess, but the top lane Ryze play has been a little bit limited recently. Cho'Gath has been the blind pick for both Crazy and Khan many times in the last 3 weeks. So at some point, he becomes the safest pick to pick up. See what Kingzone want a last pick for, because they have the Ryze flex for now. Could be Peanut's jungle champion.
Beat him into picking it again?
It feels like when they played MVP and they were counter-picking Maha, and you were like, oh no. In this spot on the blue side, Maha, as an unrecognized top laner, did blind pick the Karma, you'll remember, for the most lane priority. Mundo, GP, both available. It is a really safe spot for the Mundo, but you can start farming as the GP. Would Kingzone consider the ultimate dunk fest and go for a Riven or something super crazy? They will not. They will just go into the GP after all.
Again, there's way too much on the line to be messing around with the pick and ban. It seemed like they really wanted to open up that GP, and if BBQ banned it, maybe you go for the Darius or something, hope they pick the Mundo. You were going to get the counter pick anyway. And yeah, it's interesting. Khan's going to be back on the GP. He has played it before, I believe.
He definitely has played it in the past, but not been a big pick for him this season.
Yeah, I actually don't have any numbers for him on GP.
Yeah, I believe it is his first game on this season. Been
I just
focusing
assumed.
on other stuff, but he certainly has played it in spring season. Can Prey and Gorilla find 2v2 kills like they were in the previous game? Maybe an even bigger problem than what was happening top lane. We know that Khan will be happily farming. I'm always really happy to see Peanut on the Zac. To me, it was Trick looking for this turret dive.
Khan does have the Cannon Barrage. He's going to be able to eat the oranges. Really nice flash away from that one. Crazy, not able to tank for long enough. Here's Gorilla with his own TP from the bottom lane. BDD coming in with his own Realm Warp. Is going to try to lock down Trick. It's only the small one, but he might be able to do it. Nice Emperor's Divide, but BDD flashing forward. Is able to pick up the kill. Has enough health as well in order to stay alive against any follow-up damage, and Kingzone will get on the board first.
Gorilla gets there first because of the unsealed spellbook. No ability for Alistar to join, but Alistar's here now. Here comes Azir.
Well, this bird in a little bit of trouble. Thankfully, Alistar is there, and BDD is out of mana. The Ignite coming in too. He's able to cleanse away and the Devour as well. How about an Ashe Arrow just for some extra help and morale as they get another kill. Really nice read this time onto Tent.
Probably a pretty poor read by Tempt, though. Could not have expected 2 people to be there when he blasting planted over. We're going to watch the replay. Coming on to Khan. If his orange is down, this play works, but his orange is still up. He has flash, he has ult. Easily turned around. We're watching the replay, but we're also watching Crazy just die. Probably at the cost of Peanut. Maybe not.
He has his own stopwatch here. He's going to go the opposite way and just...
They don't have any teleports, so this is probably a dead Peanut.
It's going to be Peanut going down. Another not perfect game to Kingzone.
We didn't want to show it to you guys. It's I know Peanut dying can be hard for...
Very well in the bot lane. They're actually 20 CS ahead of the Varus. Speaking of which, trying to get on top of Gorilla, who does not have his own cleanse or flash or anything. The Cannon Barrage comes in. Ignar taking a lot of damage. The white health is there. Here comes Peanut, not able to save his life, just barely. And Kingzone getting a little bit deep here, gonna freeze up Peanut. There's the flash from Ignar, and now a double kill goes to Trick.
Tempt also packs up and goes bot lane, so 4 members here are able to take down Peanut. Love the flash headbutt from Ignar. Sort of opportunistic plays he made.
Well, he doesn't have his flash. Nice Emperor's Divide, but good job by Peanut to lock him in. Realm Warp coming in, they really want to get on top, but here's Ignar, the 4-man Pulverize, and well, maybe Ignar goes down. The snipe, though, nearly gets him. Nobody able to follow up, and it looks like only Ignar is going to have to pay his life for the help of the Azir. So BDD, in the end, the bloodthirsty man he is, gets a kill anyway.
Peanut couldn't have played that any better on the engage onto the Azir, I believe.
Very important. Would have to agree. Speaking of which,
no
Khan
flash.
doesn't have his flash, and well, Crazy does have his ultimate back. Not even going to need it here, as Khan is going to be finally killed up in the top side. An Ash Arrow comes in. It's a little bit late. If he was locked down under the turret, maybe he would have died, but again, it's Mundo.
Does slow down a turret.
Flash out of Trick, and he's going to take him out anyway. And wow, okay, BDD, here's here to play. He controls the map. It's all his. Peanut in a little bit of trouble, but Gorilla is there. And BDD wants more blood here, gonna lock down the Mundo, who is tanky, but not tanky enough. BDD picks up another kill, 4-0 and 1.
BDD flexing 2 9-kill games in his most recent series. Looking to find another one in this particular game. Remember that Khan, BDD, Prey, and...
It's a very common one to place on the blue side if you're very far behind, especially in solo queue.
Buff is relashing. Here comes the engage.
Okay, they want to get the Sejuani here. Trick does have his own stopwatch, trying to wait it out. It's not going to work out here. Looking to turn it around onto Gorilla, who will get locked down for quite a while. BDD is going to flash forward, wants to get down Trick, and Tempt perhaps. Meanwhile, on the right side, everybody being zoned out. Well, BBQ will get away, but Kingzone going to take a bunch of summoners with them.
Not sure about the one Teemo length realm warp there.
Yeah.
A little bit questionable from BDD. Not his finest moment on the rise.
They're like, let's not end the game just yet. We want more kills. And Crazy flashed already. He is Mundo, but, well, it's BDD. He's pretty fed. He also has Khan and Prey to help out with the damage, and they're going to be able to kill Mundo. The rest of BBQ just left him to die, as they know that there's nothing. Ignar is going to have to pop his own ultimate. Meanwhile, the bottom side, Crazy's trying to fight against BDD. Generally not a good idea. Flash on in to get the auto to make sure they can get onto Ghost, but he's got his own stopwatch. They delay it long enough, and he will go down anyway. And, well, Kingzone, they want to bring us home early. Let's bring in a bunch of minions as well, because we want to take down the turrets as fast as possible. Looks like Kingzone should be able to do exactly that. Only template available. BDD gonna flash on in, and the rest of BBQ, they're gonna have to go home crying, because Kingzone gonna get a couple of easy games. Khan is gonna be actually put into the pit and goes down. Kingzone not done yet. They want more kills, but finally, looks like Prey was turning for a while. He's going in. A little bit of BM towards the end, but it does not matter. Kingzone with the easy peasy 2-0 victory.
And just over 29 minutes of gameplay means we actually go through an entire best of 3 with less than 1 hour of League of Legends. And unfortunately for BBQ, of that hour, about only 15 minutes was in any way competitive. This was definitely Kingzone Dragon X flexing on the hapless BBQ. BBQ are now confirmed to be in the relegation tournament. They cannot reach 4 match victories. With only 1 match left to play, they have 2. They were able to upset Afrika, like you mentioned, early in the season. Who knows how much that will haunt Afrika Freaks, as they currently are in their own battle for top 5 as well. Kingzone Dragon X get a 2-0. They move ahead of Gen G. Now that means that, yes, they will be ahead of KT
as the MVP winner once again. We'll see if he can do it.
Waiting for the confirmation on the Game 2 MVP. I'm with you. It's probably BDD. I saw the other players walking in front of us, and I don't remember seeing BDD, so a pretty good sign. Will be BDD as the second MVP interview with Kim Soo-hyun. Ready to throw it to it in just a moment, but first, let's get that confirmation on if it was the big damage dealer from the middle lane that picked up the MVP.
Yeah, it's going to be him, the Grasshopper. At least that's what I think of when I see that pose. BDD here, 800 points, 8 MVPs so far, 5-0 and 3, super clean rise. Either way, guys, I'm going to hand it over to G-Sun. She's going